in terms of why Betteshanger, there's a number of different reasons. First of all, if I just take a step back, the southeast of the UK is not necessarily renowned for being, a surfing mecca with super consistent epic waves. There are some spots around the Kent coast which can light up if there's a solid northerly groundswell that comes through, but those conditions are pretty rare, and I would say world-class waves here generally don't tend to happen. So what does happen really is, apart from the core surf community, people do travel a long way to Devon, North Cornwall, and also further afield to catch decent waves on a regular basis. Despite the fact that there aren't, I would say, epic conditions here, or maybe because of it, there is actually a core surf community which is pretty awesome, and also there's a large demographic of people who do sports and pursuits which have a really close synergy and connectivity into surfing. So things like mountain biking, BMXing, kite surfing, stand-up paddleboarding, skateboarding, trail running, you name it. There's a whole bunch of different activities which have very, very close synergies and mindsets and value systems to surfing. And specifically with regards to Betteshanger, so first of all, the connectivity is key for us. It's very easy to get to the local areas, to the surrounding counties, into London, and also even to Northern Europe. It's pretty close. So accessibility and connectivity are really important. Secondly, it's an existing 250-acre country park, which already has a number of fantastic facilities on offer. There's 10 kilometers of mountain bike trails, there's 5 kilometers of running trails, there's a forest school, there's a whole host of other things. And as a result, there's a demographic of people who love doing those pursuits, and therefore I believe that they'll have a natural affinity to surfing and the culture and the vibe and the ethos they will be bringing to market here at the Seahive if things go to plan. And then thirdly, geotechnically, you can't just plonk a wave pool down anywhere. There's a certain number of geotechnical criteria, requirements and characteristics which need to be met. So we did a detailed geotech survey on this piece of land earlier on in the year, which came back positive. So from a feasibility perspective, we knew that it was possible. So obviously that's a massive box to tick. All those things are really important, and need to be looked at in the round to ensure that a location is right. It's also worth mentioning ecology. So ecology and ensuring that we as a team are able to protect and ideally enhance the existing ecology of a parcel of land that we were able to find was very, very important in terms of our criteria and our land selection. So up front, even before I came across this parcel of land, it was very, very important and a key criteria for us. Now, I'm aware that this parcel of land that we're proposing to build the Seahive on currently supports a number of different habitat types, including lizard orchids, some invertebrates, and also provides some foraging opportunities for turtle doves and other bird species. I'm aware of that, and we've been aware of that as a team for nearly 2 years. In fact, when I first sat down with the owners of the park to discuss this potential opportunity and the feasibility of building it here, I was absolutely insistent that as a prerequisite, as an imperative, as an absolutely immovable requirement, we dealt with any existing ecology. We sought to devise a plan up front that would protect it and enhance it in the long run. They agreed to allocate a parcel of land of what is nearly 30 acres, so give or take twice as big as the one that we're planning to lease, dedicated to an ecologically led enhancement program for the long term. They also agreed to provide an ecology warden who would be responsible for the long-term management. And they also agreed to basically a visitor management program designed to do two things really. One is to educate visitors to the park about the local ecology, And then secondly is take direct footfall and high levels of footfall traffic away from the most ecologically sensitive areas. So it's been very important to me and my team up front. The owners of the park have taken it very seriously indeed. We mapped out an ecology plan a long time ago, way before we submitted the planning application, and we do fundamentally believe that our ecology plan will not just protect what we've got here, but actually look to enhance it in the long run. My understanding is that in the long run, a lot of it may succumb to scrub without proper oversight and management. Therefore, we believe that our plan will address that and protect it for generations to come. And as part of that, we anticipate generating around about 11% net biodiversity gain.